Can Darwinian materialism provide the proper context for why something exists? An intriguing question that sparks a voyage into the realms of philosophy, science, and literature. In their exploration of this query, authors Benjamin Wiker and Jonathan Witt, in their book A Meaningful World, turn to the work of Richard Dawkins, specifically his use of the phrase, "Methinks it is like a weasel." This seemingly innocuous line, borrowed from Shakespeare, was utilized by Dawkins as a target phrase in an evolutionary algorithm to try to prove the feasibility of Darwinian evolution. Aside from Dawkins fallaciously having that target phrase pre-programmed within his algorithm, Wiker and Witt argue that in isolation, the phrase means almost nothing. Who said it? Why? What does the "it" refer to? What does it reveal about the characters in the play? How does it advance the plot? In the context of the entire play and of Elizabethan culture, this brief line takes on significance of surprising depth. In short, the whole is required to give meaning to the part. The overriding point of Witt and Wiker's exercise is to show that Darwinian materialism simply can never provide the proper context for why something exists. This is where the limitations of Darwinian materialism become evident. It's akin to viewing a masterpiece through a keyhole, only capturing a fraction of the whole picture. Pastor Joe Boot puts it aptly, "Under materialism, you are confronted with innumerable brute facts that are unrelated pieces of data. They have no meaningful connection to each other because there is no overall structure. There's no design plan." This abject failure of reductive materialism to ever provide the proper context for why something exists is captured beautifully by Gödel's Incompleteness theorems. In his book, The Grand Design, Stephen Hawking succinctly stated the implications of Gödel's incompleteness. He stated, "Anything you can draw a circle around cannot explain itself without referring to something outside the circle, something you have to assume but cannot prove. Moreover, this is not just some abstract exercise in philosophy and mathematics, but has now been brought into the realm of physics." In a 2015 article titled "Quantum Physics Problem Proved Unsolvable, Godel and Turing Enter Quantum Physics," the researchers found that even a perfect and complete description of the microscopic properties of a material is not enough to predict its macroscopic behavior. The researchers further commented that their findings challenge the reductionist point of view, as the insurmountable difficulty lies precisely in the derivation of macroscopic properties from a microscopic description. Moreover, quantum mechanics has now shown that particles depend on a non-local, beyond space and time, cause to explain their existence. As the 2015 article titled "Quantum Experiment Verifies Einstein's Spooky Action at a Distance" stated, an experiment has demonstrated the non-local collapse of a single particle's wave function. Thus, since particles cannot explain their own existence, then obviously, they cannot possibly explain why the universe or anything in the universe exists. Moreover, science itself, or more specifically, the inductive logic that lays behind science, can't be reduced to materialistic explanations. As Michael Egnor points out, logic is neither material nor natural. It doesn't exist in the space-time continuum and isn't described by physics. What is the location of modus ponens? How much does Gödel's incompleteness theorem weigh? What is the physics of non-contradiction? To state the obvious, since the inductive logic behind science can't be grounded within Darwinian materialism, then that forever prevents the materialism of Darwinism from being science. Besides mathematics, logic, and science failing to be grounded within Darwinian materialism, there are many other things that can't possibly be grounded within materialism. The list of things materialism can't possibly explain is lengthy. For instance, truth, beauty, love, morality, consciousness, beliefs, personhood, etc. are all immaterial entities that can't possibly be grounded within materialism. Even the abstract concept of species itself, which Charles Darwin supposedly explained the origin of, can't possibly be grounded within reductive materialism. How much does the concept of species weigh? Is the concept of species positively or negatively charged? Where is the concept of species located? These questions are all obviously nonsensical simply because the entire concept of species is an abstract, immaterial classification and contextualization of the immaterial mind. In short, all these abstract concepts, though immaterial, are fundamental and essential to our understanding of the world and our place within it. Darwinian materialism is simply at a complete loss to explain any of them. In conclusion, while Darwinian materialism may offer a lens through which to view the world, it is a lens that turns out to offer a very distorted view of reality that is fatally flawed. In short, Darwinian materialism can never provide the proper context and the depth needed to fully understand why the universe or anything in the universe exists, be it a phrase in a play, a particle in the universe, or even the person contemplating the phrase or particle in the universe. Darwinian materialism is simply a non-starter as an overarching coherent worldview. In short, without God, Darwinists have lost the ability to ground the proper context and reason for why anything exists, be it the universe or themselves. As the Bible states in John 15 verse 5, "Without me you can do nothing."